Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I really appreciate every one of you that's here to watch me and explain the things that need to be said and clarify all the things that, to my knowledge, are correct. And a lot of you have been following me for a long time. If you don't believe in any of the things that I say, you do not have to watch my video or follow or do anything at all. So, with that being said, you have your energy that comes from outside of you, and we're all connected by source. So I am, a person that lives on the planet, and I have my filters. I have filters, beliefs, right? That you grow up with, and things that you learn, and things that go away with time once you learn things about um, different aspects of life. People have a belief about money. Money is evil. People have beliefs about, religious types or non-religious types, and those are all beliefs, and those are all valid beliefs. So when I make my predictions, I make sure that I have a clear, unfiltered connection with source, and the information that you ask for, I can answer that for you. If you earnestly and say with good heart and good intentions, like the past few that I've made already for you before. In that very short video, I think I added one or I added another. And the filters are very simple. You could look through a window and look outside at your porch, or you can go out and go out to your porch and take a view of that tree line. And still, it would be better if you're just looking at it yourself instead of through the glass, a clear crystal glass. It There's a difference. You can tell. You just want a better look, right? And those are what filters are. It makes people look a certain way. It makes your world around you a certain way. People think that the economy is going to collapse and we need to start stocking up food and things like that. Valid, right? But is it possible or rational? Yes. Can it happen? Absolutely. But still, going through living the life that will happen and it will occur in my lifetime, it's a little different than just believing that it's possible. So we clear our filters, right? So I have achieved something actually very important. There are some individuals that don't understand how energy works and how you connect with source, and there's always a magic pill, or there's a certain criteria or certain circumstances of things that can happen personally, and you can achieve certain things. Like, I've had people tell me, and I've heard before say, well, I'll wear a bodysuit to go into the fifth dimension, right? Or I'll just, towards the very end, I'll be good, and everything will be alright, and I can change. There's different levels of understanding. The Kabbalion has a lot of these very important understanding and very important statements that you can follow, because it's just the nature of how everything works. So there's been more than one golden age. I mean, Atlantis is what we know as the last golden age on this planet, but there was so many way before that. Don't ever think that that was just it, or that it led up to being Atlantis and then now we got this and then we can become Atlantis again. It's happened millions and millions of times. There has one of my mottos for myself is, there hasn't been anyone that's gone through, but I can't think of myself as being the only one that's going through my own personal situation on this planet. Just like I share my birthday with probably hundreds of thousands of people. It doesn't make me unique, but there's only a certain limit of situations and scenarios that can happen at any given moment. So At the concentric circle in the middle of Atlantis was the government center, and as it went out in a spiral, let's just say, there was more of a spiritual understanding, and there were spiritual tools that were easy to use and manipulate and can be used for wrong, like crystals, energized power, for specific purposes. As you got further away from the concentric circle, less of a spiritual understanding, and then you can just say that maybe right towards the end, there were people farming with tools like the one that we have now. But right towards the center, it just becomes better and better. You become more, there's more of an enlightenment. I like to think of it as a fog. You're looking at what you want, and you're just, if you don't make the move to go in the fog and feel and go through that process, then you'll never just really know. And a lot of people are stuck in that situation where they just don't want to move forward. Okay. So what I was able to do, there's 3 doors, and out of those 3 doors, there's one that you can come in and come out of. There's one that spirals, and I had them go through the door that shuts behind you and doesn't have a doorknob or a keyhole. So they're now at that place where I wanted them to be for a very long time. There's no deals. And basically, that's just how it has to be. Because there's always something bigger than yourself out there that you must accomplish. There's a destiny. When you realize your destiny and you realize what is it that you're here for, that's the second most important day of your life. So, I want to say welcome to everybody that's here, that's participating here today with me. There's no specific video about anything. I really haven't thought of anything, and there hasn't been any channeling or meditative states, right? So through all my meditations as I first started with this, I don't feel like I even need to meditate too much anymore. But every once in a while I'll relax and I calm myself down. I clear my mind, and I've done this millions of times that it's just easy for me to do. And you can do that too. It's very possible. You have it in you, right? It's like what they said, isn't he beautiful? We just love him because of his DNA. And your belief systems and the things that you're being taught. So you have to clear away all these, you got to peel away a lot of stuff. Because you think that I can just tell you what to do and then you'll just magically, everything will just happen. That's not how it works. You have to work on yourself. Your ascension process, it's an individual process for yourself. And like I said, if you don't get this or understand or have the slightest bit of an idea of what's going on, then it's just not for you. It's not time. You're not ready. Ascension happens at an individual. It's for everyone, but it's not specific groups of people. You can say it's just individuals that go through this process. What you feel when you start to clear your chakras, and everybody is different, but you can be here. You can be here, and your mind can be somewhere else. Like, I can obviously talk to you, but at the same time I'm visualizing all my chakras, their colors. If you focus on a picture of a guy that has his knees stretched outwardly and he's going like this, and you can see that he has his chakras going up and everything. You can visualize that for yourself, and then just superimpose yourself in that image of this person, this individual, and see how your chakras are activated. Like, even now, my chakras are activated. And the most pleasurable experience that I've ever had was a couple of days ago, where I felt my crown chakra just open up. And in that crown chakra, I'll get to that in a second. That crown chakra, kind of just look it up online, because there isn't anything online that isn't already accurate about all the things that I'm saying. But it's different when you read about how you have that 1,000 petal chakra open here than to then feel it for yourself, right? It's the example of the almond. You take a bite into an almond, but nobody can tell you how it tastes until you actually taste it for yourself. And no matter what happens, following in my footsteps of the things that I've done to achieve my own personal level of attainment, it's not the way. You have to go in your own way. And you have way too many people together with you that's going to drag you down because you're all just going to vibrate at the same frequency. You need to let go. You need to be by yourself. You need to do your meditations. And your group of friends, the people you're around, are going to change, and you're going to see the world in a very different way. So you have to focus on that so you can achieve. Just read the Kabbalion. That is a good step forward to get you guys where you need to be. And everything is going to be alright because that door doesn't have any doorknob or keyhole, and they can't go back now anymore. I was waiting for this moment for a very long time. Alright, so yeah, the question you were asking for was about the chakras. They spin in a certain direction, and they have a color to it, and they have a shape. It's exactly how the book, only that you're actually experiencing the experience. Like I said, you can read a book about how it feels to be in a roller coaster, but unless you actually get there, it's just that, but it's just so much better. You can say that my crown chakra is open now. And to answer your question, damn, what did you say? Yeah, well, there, I don't want to be that flea that gets stuck, you can't get out of that jar, and that's what's gonna happen. Their their soul is on a soul journey. The soul journey is unique. It doesn't guarantee that you're ascending now, right? And that's that. Let's see what else. So they're like fleas because, as an example, I'm not putting anyone down or anything, but as an example, you're only going to be able to reach a certain limit before you have to reincarnate and come back again. And then the other part of that question might be for you, well, that's not very nice, is it? Okay, the other question might be for you is very simple. Some souls are old. They're very, very old souls. They're old. They've already gone through the ascension process again. Some of them are just here to tell you how you can achieve that for yourself, and then that's where you can see the ignorance in people. And if you are the one that is looking at the chessboard, watching two people play, you'll see 10 moves that they can't see themselves, the players. You'll see a lot of moves, and you'll do a lot of the steps in your mind, thinking, well, if he did this, he can do that. But the ones that are playing are so focused and concentrating on one thing, right, that they can't see past that. And that's just part of their learning and the lesson or whatever their soul contract has to do with this. Okay, that's important. So yeah, the law of one is accurate. It's correct. It's very much so. If I sit here and think that you're just not that bright to understand what's important and just wave it off and think myself as better than anyone or a group of people, then it's not the way. It's just not how I am. But that you are absolutely correct about everything that you've just said right there. I can add a few things to that too. It's very important to know that we might continue in this process of ascension. We have eliminated the reptilians in one way or another. It's like a free for all, so to speak, right? And everything is just clearing up, and the energies is going to get higher and higher and higher. I'm going to post a link with a quotation of an article, and this article is going to explain how it feels to ascend. And I'm going to try and keep this under 20 minutes. It's 16 minutes now, 17 minutes now. I'm going to keep it as short as I can, but it's important I get this out of the way. I'm not promising any more videos this week. Alright, so yeah, you're going to read the article, or just read the quote that I believe is enough for you to understand what's going on. And I'm really excited that, all of my sisters are here and that we can all share. I was once told a while ago, I was said, Francis, boxes. What box are you talking about? Boxes? It was YouTube. It was YouTube. That's the box. But that's the way my mind understood it for that period of time, and just the intensity of the words that they had was good. The last thing that I heard, that I sort of envisioned, like the example that I gave you in that movie, Black Panther, right? I saw these diagonal lines, and it had like had a pattern, diagonal lines, and had other diagonal lines going this way. Those were white, and then over that there was an overlay of yellow flowers, like the fleur-de-lis flowers, and then it said the word home. Like, I made it. I'm home. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm with you, and that's important. Okay, so when you increase in the vibrations and you channel Jesus or Mother Mary or somebody, what happens is that the frequency on earth aren't really that great. So when you're up, you immediately dip back down and you go into this place where you're going to have to come back from. It happens a lot. It happens often. If you can balance yourself well enough, you can mitigate that process. But it just shows that, we're not channeling a lot of people, and that it's not easy to channel. So the website and the quote will walk you through how it feels when you're ascending, and just how you would treat people around you, or how you should behave for yourself, and you'll see just how unique the process is. You'll see how unique that process is. So I'll be able to answer questions as I go. I'll pick a topic. We're all just we'll hash it out as best as we can, right? And then I'll be able to answer your questions, which are very important. I just got back from my son's. He had his little league game, and it was the best moment of my life. No revolving door, no door that opens and shuts, just the door that shuts behind you, and there's no keyhole, and there's no doorknob. So I leave you with that. I'm really excited. My energy levels are through the roof. Hope you guys can feel that. And yeah, it's just, it's very important that we have these conversations. Now it's gonna get serious, because I can feel I can open up open up about a lot of things. Then gradually we'll just get to the place where we need to be. So I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks for watching my videos. And let's go, guys. I'm super amped. Have a good one.